we are live. Hey. Look, I had to get on here early tonight. What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, y'all. Let's see who's in his house tonight. Let me check it out. How y'all doing today? Y'all see me with this thing stuck in my hair? I can't get it out. Woo! So y'all know why I'm here tonight. It is going down tonight. Okay, we are going to talk about this Joe Biden thing. I'm trying to get this rubber band out of my hair, y'all. So if y'all haven't heard, stay tuned because it's about to go down. Let me get my notes out. Whew. Happy Monday to everybody. That's all I can say. Whew. Y'all gonna probably need a drink or a smoke after this one, y'all. Straight up, let me tell y'all. So I'm trying to wait for everybody to get here. Hey, what's up, Lisbeth? Lisbeth, I'll be trying to tag you, and I can't ever tag you or nothing. Your name don't come up. All right, let me see who I got here tonight. So if you're new to my channel and you're watching me from TikTok, it's Facebook. I can't say Instagram because it ain't working right now. Let me turn this light on. Did that help? Did that help? I don't know. I got so many dang on lights pointing in my face. I can't even tell if it helped. All right. So anyway, happy Monday to everybody who was here tuning in. Y'all, if I could have came on earlier, I would have. But let me give y'all the normal rundown. Thank y'all for being here, of course. It is Shamika Saves show Monday at 7 p.m. Please, if you have not, go and like a sister's YouTube page. Why? Because I be giving out the same gems here online that I do on the videos. Let me know if you can hear me on TikTok. Please let me know if you can hear me on Facebook and YouTube. Before we get into this Joe Biden PPP mess, okay? So let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, hey, Miss Marquita. Hey, April. How you doing? Hey, Dwight. What's up, Cassie? I'm glad you're here so you can go back and tell your friends, girl. Okay, so good. Hey, from Chicago. How you doing, Angelina? All right, so I'm assuming y'all can hear me. I'm checking it out before I start. Nobody said yes? Okay, good. Thank you, beautiful Black Queen. You can let me know. I'm just waiting for somebody here on TikTok to let me know. Can you hear me before I go? Okay. Y'all know the girl can talk. Okay, good. Thank y'all. What's up, Houston? All right, so let's just get into the big meat and potatoes right now. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm going to tell you if you don't know. Now, we talked about this last week because these two things go together. Last week, we talked about that. Hey, South Carolina. Hey, Clean. I was stationed there in Fort Hood. So last week, we talked about, I told you guys that the IRS was hiring 87,000 auditors, not employees, auditors, okay? And some of y'all probably frowned up and maybe not believed the sister, but this week I am here to make sure that you guys know I was telling the truth and make sure that I can redeem myself so y'all know that I hit the ball right on the head. If y'all do not know, let me get these two things out, these two bills. We had two bills just passed literally, y'all, like over freaking night, okay? Everybody around here chilling on this PPP. Not too many people going to jail. Y'all see Mom Dukes in the back. So everybody thinking everything is all good, right? Wrong. Okay, not happening. So the bills are titled House Resolution Bills 7334 and 7352. And basically what both bills do, they are going to extend the time that you can be prosecuted for a fraudulent, not just PPP. Please do not let the news get y'all in some mess. It is for the PPP. It is for the EIDL loan. It is for the EIDL grant. And it covers any program that was issued, that money was issued under the CARES or the COVID Act. So if you lied on a rental application, if you lied in your state and local county application to get a grant from your state and local government, that qualifies too. Okay, so the difference between the two bills is the time. And that is what I want y'all to pay attention to. Where my book. Okay, so for COVID, the dates are anything that happened between January 2020 through December 21. So I want somebody to type that down. This is just for COVID funding. Anything that happened between January 2020 and December 21. And if y'all are watching me on TikTok, please follow, because your girl definitely gonna keep you up with the up, okay? And you definitely need to know what's going on. Hey, Ma, Tanya said hello. Mama said hey, and Mama got a message for y'all too, okay? So December 2020, thank you, Cassie, through December 2021. Those are the days for COVID funding, okay? That will be your EIDLs, your PPPs, and any of those rental programs that you guys use, whether it be in your state or the government, okay? Because Joe Biden said that they were working not only with the federal, they were working with the state. So if you're not listening to what he's saying, basically they're saying they're coming for your ass, okay? Whether you lied on a federal form or whether you lied on a state form, okay? The next set of dates are March 2020 through December 21st. 21st, December 21. So March 2020 through December 21. Now, I don't know why they separated and gave these two dates, but these dates are for individuals who got the grant. And the reason that I'm glad that they pulled the grant out separately is because a lot of people got the EIDL grant and thought, well, damn, they just done gave me 10,000. I'm good. Although the system was messed up. Okay. Now, we don't know. I don't know everything yet, but I will tell you, I'm going off of some individuals I talked to that work there that have gotten hired. And one girl stated, and this is on her Twitter page, and I'm gonna get to y'all questions if y'all ask. Now, this was something that I did not know. She said that for the PPP, they are not going to prosecute anyone who got $11,000 or less. Okay, so if you got $11,000 or less from the PPP, you will not be prosecuted if you lied. Now, how do they know if you lied? They are going to check it against your taxes. How many times I done told y'all to go and do the amendment? I'm not even gonna say how many times, because I said it that many times. Okay, so that is one of the ways they can catch folks by your taxes. Very, very easy way to know. This is what they put in for the PPP. This is what they put in for the IRS. The two don't match. Bam. Okay. Now, she also stated that the reason that they're not going to prosecute anybody who got under $11,000 is because, I'm going to answer your question, Ms. Val King, is because you did not have to submit any supporting documentations to get the money. Now, I don't know what bank somebody went through and got less than $11,000 and didn't have to show no proof, but as from everyone that I've seen, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, every single application that I've seen for the PPP required you to upload something, whether you were telling the truth or whether you were lying. So she stated that that is what they've been taught. The people that are actually going to go through these files, these are the they call them investigative analysts. Okay, they hired these people to come and look at these loans to see who was lying. Another way they're going to be able to check, and this is why they're really pushing this. Not only do they lose the money and it's an embarrassment to them, but because there's a lot of identity theft. Okay, so the biggest issue is identity theft. So I'm not saying that everybody's going to prison, and I'm also not saying that everybody's not going. We don't know what to necessarily expect coming, what's coming, other than we know some people are going to get their doors knocked on. Now, we don't know what they're going to say when you open that door. Okay, they may rush in and arrest you. We don't know. Okay, so if this has happened to y'all, please get in your sister inbox and give me the info so that I can give other people. Don't be selfish. Share. Okay, sharing is caring, so we can prepare. All right, because some folks need to prepare for what could or could not happen. All right. So Let me see what y'all asking. Y'all probably gonna ask me the questions before some of these answers I'm trying to think of. Thank y'all for writing down these dates. Okay, so $11,000 or less, you will not be prosecuted. But if your taxes do not match, you will absolutely owe the IRS, which is why I told y'all to amend your damn taxes in the first place, because it's better to just owe them. They'll go away because that's what they want at the end of the day, money. If they put everybody in prison, we still are going to be in a damn recession and we still not going to have any money in this country, okay? So let me say before I go any further, if you did your 19 taxes and that is what you use to get a PPP or an EIDL or whatever you got, if you filed your 19 taxes late, you individuals still have a time to change your taxes and amend them. The tax season doesn't shut down for late filers until like October. All right. So if you're just late, you did an extension, or you just filed late, because some people do, then you can amend your taxes. Everybody else who got them done by April 15th, you can't change them now. The 3 years is done. If you, now y'all saw them dates I dropped. Now they're giving y'all a break, and I'm giving y'all the info now so you know what you need to do. They said the dates start from January 2020. We also have March 2020. So if y'all see what they're doing, they are giving you an opportunity to fix your 2020 taxes before they come around and find that them numbers don't match. Now y'all getting grace. Y'all are getting grace. Now I've said it before. I'm gonna keep saying it. Please do not sit and think that it cannot be you. So if you are somebody that you did not put your information to match the information that you really filed with the IRS, please go and amend your taxes to save your ass. Okay, I'm trying to say this as nicely as possible, but I already see enough cases. I don't want to see more cases of people that I know. Okay, so thank you, April, for putting that. So if it's under $11,000 or less, you do not get prosecuted for the PPP, but you will owe the IRS. And some of y'all should be happy if that's all they give you. Okay, so if you end up owing, and you're gonna owe, do it now. I have tons of people who said, you know what, girl, I'm gonna amend my taxes because my taxes did not match what I did with the PPP, and now they owe the IRS. And then guess what they're doing? Filing bankruptcy. Why? Because the PPP is an unsecured debt, so you do not have to pay it if in the event you stuck with it. Okay, did y'all hear what I just said? It's an unsecured loan, which means if you get into a financial situation, you can say, I can't afford to pay it back. I know somebody that got a $145,000 loan. She didn't even know about the forgiveness. Now she wants to do forgiveness. It's too late. What are we going to do now? She may have to file bankruptcy because she has no way to pay it. All right, so let me see what questions y'all have for me really quick, and then we're going to go, let me keep going. All right, so again, thank y'all for writing these numbers for me. It says, what if they paid the loan back? If you paid the loan back, you're straight. Now, paying the loan back and getting the loan forgiven is not the same thing. I have so many people say, well, the loan's forgiven, so I'm good. No, it's not. That's a part of this 10-year plan. You can have your loan forgiven all you want to. You could be tucked in that bed, sleeping good, snoring, mouth wide open, drooling, and they still gonna come and knock on your door if your stuff ain't right. So there is nothing that you can do other than try your best to cover your ASS so that you keep the light turned down on you instead of being under the spotlight. And the reason why so many people are getting caught up in this is because of all the identity theft, claiming all these people that are not your employees and thinking that you were actually going to get by lying to the government by using somebody else's information. And I know that nobody watching here did it. So I'm not concerned about y'all who are tuning in because I know y'all didn't do it. The majority of the people who did do it are either in jail, waiting for their court date, waiting to be sentenced, or they're just waiting to be caught, okay? Because the government's definitely not going to allow that. Definitely not. So whether it's paid back or not does not matter. It says, he said the lashes are an immediate no. Thank you. They work for me. I appreciate it though. It says, I was never asked about my taxes. They gave it to me on that PPP. Now, if you were able to get a PPP loan without your taxes, fine. Then there was no need to embellish. You didn't say anything wrong, I hope. But a lot of people who filled out the PPP absolutely had to upload something, even if the one employee was themselves. They had to upload. A lot of them had to upload their taxes to be able to do that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Somebody said only 3 times. Anyways, I'm not sure what that means. Let's see. Damn, that's a whole. I don't know what that means. And it says somebody asked, what if it's forgiven? Same thing. Doesn't matter if it's forgiven. If y'all notice, a lot of people were under the assumption like, oh, well, they got just a couple years to catch me. No, they had 7. All they really did was extended 3 more years to give them time because they know that they're slow. How many of y'all still have not gotten y'all refund from the IRS? I can wait. Okay. That's why they extended it. Okay. Plus, they want to catch everybody. Plus, they want to try to get the money back. And if y'all are asking if they're going to bring the SBA back, the EIDL, the way this is looking, I don't think so. We do not have an answer. I know I told y'all last Monday they had a meeting asking if they're going to bring the SBA back. We do not have an answer on that yet. Y'all notice we weren't expecting this to happen either, and it just came completely out of nowhere. Now, I also want to let y'all know the 10 years, where it starts from. The 10 years starts from the offense date. So if you did anything wrong between the dates that I gave you, basically January 2020 through December 2021, your 10 years starts from those. I didn't see anything about 19, none of that, because we didn't have no COVID. COVID started March of 20. So basically anything that you could have done wrong during COVID time, the 10 years starts from that date. So if you just applied for your first loan December 2021, your 10 years starts from that. Okay. So they say from the offense date, but the offense date is going to be the date that you applied. Okay. So basically you need to go from the date that you applied so that you can see when your 10 years. So basically everybody is still sitting on another 9 years. Another 8. A lot of us got a lot of time. So just get comfortable. Okay, so Christopher said, what's going on with the Equifax credit? They messed up. So Equifax, now I told y'all this last Monday too. Y'all gonna see a lot of class actions coming down the pipeline, and I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all need to jump on every single one of them because y'all gonna need it to pay for your legal fees. Okay, so Equifax did mess up, just like Hyundai, just like some more that's getting ready to come out. They've messed up a lot, and they think that we consumers are not paying attention. And I hope that you guys are paying attention. I'm gonna tell y'all, I just happened to check my credit last week, and I saw something on my credit that hadn't been on my credit in 3 freaking years. The companies, 2 of them, just decided to update out of the blue. I haven't disputed anything. I hadn't called anybody. I didn't talk to them. No Christmas calls, no nothing. Okay, but they decided to make a mockery, in my opinion, of my credit and put something that's old, and it brought my score down. Now, most people probably wouldn't even pay it no mind. Me, I have to stay on it. And then when I saw it, I immediately went to dispute, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to dispute online. This is why I don't like y'all to do that, because you know what they told me? You can't dispute this anymore. You've already disputed this online. That is what they don't tell y'all when y'all dispute online, which is why I don't encourage anybody to dispute online. You see something on your credit that's wrong, immediately print out your social, immediately print out your driver's license or birth certificate or whatever you use. Get you a dispute letter and mail it in the good old-fashioned way, okay? Because they are going and they are making a mess of your credit scores, and y'all just letting them because you do not know what to do. How many people have told me they were affected by Hyundai? Told me their scores were messed up, and nobody did nothing. Who did y'all complain to? Did anybody dispute? Did anybody write Honda? Did anybody call the attorney general? Nope. So this is why these companies get to make a mockery of what we work so hard for, and they can mess it up in one instance. They post one thing on our credit that's wrong. All that good hard work is messed up. So you please make sure you check your credit often. Let's see. Get them girls, and some people didn't get theirs who have a legal business. Yes, there are a lot of people who did not get any funding and they had a legal business. The unfortunate part about that is a lot of people who had the legal business, they were too scared to go out and apply because they didn't think it was real. But you let all the scammers get the money. So I can't blame the scammers. I blame the business owners, because I had business owners that were calling to apply at the end. And this program, I mean, COVID funding was going on for more than a year, and you sat around and saw other people getting money. You too scared to do anything, and now you're mad that you didn't get none. You should have applied on time. Okay, so anytime the government is giving out money, y'all know that. Anytime somebody throwing money up in the air, do you stand there and let it hit the ground? Nope. You run up there and you try to get you some. Same thing you do with Uncle Sam. Okay, when he gives us something, we go out and we get it. All right. Hey Gentiria, how you doing? Thank you for tagging. And y'all make sure y'all tag your friends if they don't know. Because they need to know. Hey Dion, how you doing? I thought about you today. All right, so 10 years from the offense date, make sure y'all paying attention to that. Did y'all, now I just happened to go and search for mine. Now I tried to go to the SBA disaster portal so that I can get the actual loan number, not the application number, the loan number, so that you can put it in pay.gov to make your payments. How many of you guys have your actual loan number? I know what you do have. You have your application number. And if you try to go make payments with that, it will not work. Why? Because that's not what they asked you for. They want the loan number. A loan number means you got a loan. Application just means you applied. So if you actually got an EIDL loan, please do not waste any more time. I told y'all first payments were going to be due in August. Now, we don't know if they're going to send out no payments, coupons, or nothing. Okay, at this point, I'm afraid to wait for the government to tell me to do anything because I don't know what to do. Okay. Hell, they don't know what to do. Okay, so what y'all need to do, if you got a loan, please search through your emails. And I'm going to tell y'all how to find it because I said I know y'all going to ask. And yes, I need a fan. If you got an EIDL loan, and this is for people who applied for themselves and it went to your email, all you need to do is go to your email box and type SBA. Somebody type this. SBA status update. SBA status update. If you type that into your mailbox, it will bring up the email that you got from SBA letting you know that you were approved, and it will have the actual document with your loan number on there. So SBA status updates. Make sure you go through your email and find that out so that you can pay. That is what you need. Thank you, Dwight. I do need a better fan. Okay, I pick up anything. As far as the benefits for stay, hey Letitia, no. The only benefits I can tell y'all that's gonna be coming out for these states is this what they call that thing? The baby, and it's not fetus. Okay. Now Georgia is the only state right now that has passed this fetus bill. Okay. Now if y'all don't know what that is where if you are pregnant, ladies, and the baby dies or you have a miscarriage, okay, then you can claim that child as a dependent on your state taxes right now, just for Georgia. But there are about another 5 or 6 states that are gearing up to do the same thing. Maybe it'll make it in this year. Maybe it won't. Maybe they'll wait until the election season. We don't know. I'm just letting you know that it is going to gear up where more states are going to do the same thing. So if you are in Georgia right now, I'm just going to say this is my own personal opinion, but I'm going to tell y'all, be careful. If you're going to claim that you had a child and then something by chance happens, and I'm not talking about a miscarriage, I'm talking about where you opt to do this on your own, please think about that before you claim, because it clearly says in the print that they can ask you for proof that you were pregnant. So if they can ask you for proof that you were pregnant, you think they won't ask you for proof that you are no longer pregnant? Yes. Okay. So I am encouraging anybody to think about this because it could be a trap, just like this doggone SBA and PPP stuff turned out to be to a lot of people. Okay. Now, if you were one of those individuals, let me see if anybody left me in the comments. Hold on, y'all. It says class actions are chump change unless it's unless it's not a lot of people. You're exactly right. Class actions. Well, you say chump change, and I say change adds up to dollars. I think it has everything to do with perspective. But you can give me $2-3 every single day, baby, because at the end of 30 days, that little bit of chump change is going to be enough for me to go and do what I need to do. So I will take a $2 or $3 check. You don't have to worry about doing it, but I got a whole lot of people on here that will jump on these class action lawsuits in a minute, okay? Because you don't think about it being chump change when they take your taxes when you pay your electric bill, or when you pay your cell phone, or when you pay your utility bills. There's a lot of chump change tax charges that you're being charged that you can't fight. So if I can get my chump change back through a class action refund, or excuse me, a class action lawsuit. Y'all heard me say refund. It sounds like a refund to me, but it's a lawsuit. That's what I'm doing. But hey, to each his own. Capri says, I just got here. What are you talking about? I'm talking about everything, but right now we're talking about this PPP thing, y'all. It says, are they giving out money now? No, they're not giving out any money. And y'all need to stop looking for people to give out money, because this is why Joe Biden had to do this 10-year thing to begin with, because so many people want somebody to give them something. Ain't nobody giving you nothing but a headache. Okay, that is all, or instructions. Okay, but they're not giving you anything. Now you can get this money, but you definitely gonna have to do something for it. Okay, pimping is pimping. It ain't changed just because it's coming from the government. They still want something from you in exchange, and a lot of people are gonna find out that they are probably gonna have to snitch. Hey, Chantel. So y'all heard me say you're gonna have to snitch, probably. Now, are they trying to come after the little people? Probably. But you know who they really want? Those individuals that y'all gave those $5,000 to when you filed. Y'all know, I remember I went to get me something to eat, and somebody came right up to me and was like, hey, I got that hookup on that 20,000. It's just 5, you get 15. And I'm thinking, they must don't know who I am. I'm not messing with that. I already know what the deal is. So, but if you fell for the 5,000 or the 3,500, ain't no judgment, but I'm just letting you know that they are definitely gonna be looking for you to drop some names. And if I were you, you about to get to talking, because you don't know what they're gonna offer you in exchange. That person knew what they were doing. You know what you were doing. So, and as far as I'm concerned, everybody gonna get, they just do. That's just what they've been doing with everybody. So be careful. And this is not the time to be on that I have integrity and I'm finna go sit down, because the other person ain't gonna sit down for you. Okay. It says, can you explain to me the things I need to get my tax return that was taken for student loans? If your tax return was taken for student loans, then you need to, you obviously want to be paid back. In order to get that money to be paid back, that school needs to have been closed so that it's justifiable for them to give it back. Now, if they took your money, and this is for a lot of people, if they took your money for student loans and the school is closed, there is an application, 2-page, to fill out. That is it. Okay, a 2-page application to fill out. And I'm gonna answer your question, Letitia, in a minute. It's a 2-page application. You turn that in. Once your loans are discharged, then the process starts for you to get your money back. Now, is this a fast process? Hell no. It's the government. But will you get your money? I'm certain, okay, that you will get paid back. All right. So definitely don't let that money sit if you know that it is yours. Okay. So let me read this thing the girl put. And if y'all aren't on my Facebook page, y'all know. So this is just about the PPP. And Letitia, I will answer your question. The girl said, I just got hired to be a fraud investigator for the PPP loans. Just know if you got under 11K, you are in luck and not going to jail. But the IRS is still going to bill you for that money. All right. So, and this is me just using this as an example. I had somebody who got the first round of the PPP, and then they wanted to amend their taxes because what they had to do or what they put was not what they submitted. So they amended their taxes, doing the right thing, but it ended up giving them owing double. They owed what they got as a refund, plus they got they had to pay, they had to pay that back, plus the taxes that they were now had to owe from amending their taxes. But this individual said, well, I got a $20,000 loan from the PPP, but now I owe the IRS 14. So in the end, it was $6,000. Was it worth it? Because now what this person's going to have to do is, because they don't have the money to pay, they're going to file for bankruptcy along with all their other debt so they can start fresh. Now, I'm not saying that that's a scapegoat or that's a route to get out of paying them, but just know that it is an option for some that need to, okay? All right, let me see. So remember now, if y'all got questions, go ahead on and ask. Let me see what else I'm trying to put on here. Y'all know I'm trying to look at all the stuff I made notes on. Okay, so Lata, let me see. Hold on. Sandra says, do they do payment plans if you got the EIDL loan? If you got the EIDL loan, there isn't a payment plan. You should already be on repayment. If you don't know, if you got an EIDL loan, that is a loan, okay? That means you have to pay it back. If you do not know about paying it back, you need to contact the SBA immediately to get your loan number so that you can go to pay.gov. Somebody can type it in, pay.gov. That is the website. All you're going to do is click the button that says pay here to pay your SBA loan. It's going to ask you for your loan number, and then it's going to ask you the amount and your banking information. And voila, you have made a payment. But some of y'all don't even know what to pay. So if you don't, then you need to contact the SBA so they can send you your new coupon so that you know the amount that you are supposed to pay. All right, remember, the first payments are due in August for individuals that got theirs when it first came out. How long does an audit by IRS last? An audit for the IRS can last as long as you allow it to last. Now, if you go and you answer the question with the IRS immediately, it'll be done, gone, and over with, which means audit can be done in 7 to 10 days. But there are a lot of people that, guess what? They don't even have their documentation, nor do they have their taxes because they didn't even know to ask their tax preparer for it. Then you lied and said to Schedule C and you don't have any expenses to show. So that's an issue. I've seen audits last months, lots of months, depending on how much income the individual make. It really depends on the person. But if you're an average regular person, it could be 30 days or less. You need your supporting documentation. If you don't have it, you might as well just go on and tell the IRS that you agree with their decision and take the amount they say that you owe, especially if you can't fight it. Why? Because if the debt is 2 years old or older, you can file it in bankruptcy. So some people are finding that they fighting the IRS, but for what? When all they had to do is file bankruptcy and be done. Okay. All right. So let me see. When is the next class? Thank you for asking. I am redoing the tax class that y'all asked me. I'm doing it on August 25th. Okay. That is a Thursday from 7 to 9. Now, I'm the type of person, I ain't got no kids, so I'm going to stay on there as long as y'all need to. I want everybody who takes this class to make sure that they understand what you need for next year, what you need to do to get prepared. Do y'all even know that Cash App has bank statements? Have y'all even pulled up your bank statements on Cash App so that you can see what they're going to be turning into the IRS? Some of y'all didn't even know that they have bank statements. You should go and pull them out. You should go and print them. Why? Because it's information that you may have to pay taxes on. So don't you want to make sure the information is right, or you just going to let them decide for you? These are the type of things that we're going to be talking about in this Cash App, in this tax class. Okay. Now, for people who are on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, the link so that you can purchase the ticket to the class is in the bio. I'm putting it here for y'all here on Facebook and YouTube. If you want to, please, the tickets are only $25, but like I said, it's 2 hours or more, depending on you. And I make sure that everybody has all of their questions answered before we are done. You will definitely get your money's worth with me. Okay. All right, so good. I'm glad you put pay.gov. Thank you. That is so good. All right, let's see. Gentile says, yes, Cash App definitely do have statements. A lot of people don't even know. And Cash App's so slick with it, they only put up the last 3 months of your statements. So you actually got to go and request to view the rest of them. So if I were y'all, there ain't nothing wrong with saying, go on back and hit me back to January and go on and print them things out and save them in your emails. Why? Because you may have to fight somebody later who said you made this much, but you really didn't. Or this one was a misunderstanding, IRS. This wasn't really a payment. It was a payment back for me loan. You don't know. Okay. And then you won't have that type of memory where you could just call off stuff that didn't happen way back in January. Okay. So just throwing it out there. Okay. Let me see what else y'all are saying to me. Okay. Okay. All right. So and then your rest of your question was school is closed now. Okay, I'll get to that. Okay, how long to verify the information they need, and does the audit expire? An audit can expire. It doesn't. The IRS doesn't like audits to expire. They want to make sure they take care of what they need to take care of with you. So they'll immediately send you a letter telling you what you need so that the audit can go away. Okay, and they verify as quick as you send it. All right. So they saying, what are we talking about? I'm talking about whatever you want to talk about, ma'am. We talk about IRS. We talking about SBA. We talk about student loans. Whatever you want to talk about, that's what we talking about. Ask a question. If I can't answer it, I'm gonna tell you. But if I can, you know I'm gonna be right there. This is not my tax preparer class. This is just a class to help individuals who want to get ready, prepare for the next tax season, because y'all been going too raggedy behind tax preparers who haven't told you anything. Okay, like I'm gonna tell you. And this is a fact. Me and someone was just talking about this before I went live. A lot of y'all are business owners, but you put down your income, and then after you put down your income, you write all these expenses, and you kill the profit that you made. How is somebody gonna give you a loan? They're not. Nobody wants to see that a business is negative in its 5th year, okay, or in its 3rd year. So if you were to take my class and I were to take a look at what you did previously, or you answer some of my questions and you let me know that here you are on your 3rd+ year and you still showing negative, I might say it's time to find another business. Why? Because it's not benefiting you none. Yeah, you might like that you can write off stuff, but it's not benefiting you as far as you trying to grow your business and become successful and actually get money. So sometimes you're going to have to bite the bullet and plan for the future and owe the IRS. It's okay to owe them. It's a lot of people that owe them. Y'all need to learn tax avoidance, not tax evasion. There's a difference. You can avoid paying taxes up until the day you die. Wealthy people do it all the time. Oh, let's defer. Defer. Isn't that what y'all do with y'all student loans? I'm not in school right now. I'm going to go on deferment. I don't want to pay right now. Let me go on forbearance. If you can do it with your student loans, why you can't do that with the IRS? Everybody else does. You just need to know about that, but you don't. Why? Because you got raggedy behind tax preparers, okay? Let's see. So it says, so tax class $25, sign up on TikTok. You can sign up on the link. There's a link in the bio if you're on TikTok. But if you're watching here, I just put the links. I just put the link address right here in on Facebook so that you can click to sign up. Okay. Thank you, Alonzo, for helping me with that. All right. So somebody asked what happened with the PPP. I answered that already. It's not going to be looking too good. I'm definitely going to keep y'all posted. And I'm telling you, the ones that they have been busting lately, I just don't even understand why they even thought that they were even going to get away. I mean, some people just do crime so bad that they just saying, come get me. Come get me. And that's exactly what a lot of the people that I've been reporting on. So if y'all haven't gone to my YouTube, please go to my YouTube so that you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. What's the application? Yes, it's 2 of the schools that I went to are closed. All right. I got to do this every week. Okay. I'm going to do it again. If you want your money back from the school, you've been paying loans, or student loans have taken your money for a school that is now closed down, you need to fill out the closed school loan discharge form. Closed school loan discharge form. Okay, and I hope I said that slow enough for everybody. Closed school loan discharge form is what you use, 2 pages, to get your money back if the IRS took your money, if the school is now closed down, and you made any payments to your student loans at any time. Okay. All right, let's see. Sonia says, hey, Shamika, I need to sign up for your class. I'm trying to grow my tax service. Awesome. Well, come on and grow, because believe it or not, there are some of y'all who are great tax preparers, and it may just be a little stuff that y'all don't know. Now, I am going to have a class for individuals who want to start their own tax business, because there are a lot of people that want to. The tax business is lucrative, okay, but that's not the main reason to do it. I believe that if you learn how to master the tax system, the tax code, or you have just a good, thorough understanding, and mind you, taxes change yearly. There's no reason why you cannot have a piece of wealth. You ain't got to be Bill Gates wealthy. You don't have to be Donald Trump rich, but you can have your own piece of wealth. Because why? Because you have mastered the art of keeping your money in your pocket versus giving it to somebody. That's a very difficult thing to do, especially the way that our society tells us to spend, spend, spend. Okay. I'm on SDI, the last stimulus, the $1,400. What do I need to do? Did you get the $1,400 stimulus? If you did not, I'm surprised that I still hear people have not gotten their stimulus payment. I'm telling you, please don't let this money go. 3 years, y'all. 2020, next year. I'm telling you now, next year. This is what I will talk about in my tax class. Next year, April, is the 3-year mark for the $1,200 and the $600 stimulus. How many of y'all still got people in prison? Y'all may got some people in the old folks' home. Y'all got people who may have not even gotten them. They could be out on the street homeless. Did you claim the $1,200 and the $600 for them? Because after next year, that money is gone, and Uncle Sam gets to keep all of it. All right, so I'm not trying to leave $1 on the table. Let me go find somebody that didn't get theirs because I want them to have it. So if that is you or somebody that you know, please claim $1,200 and $600. Next year is your last year to claim, and that window is closed. All right. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Sonia. And if you need that, I'll send you the information. Okay. So if you didn't get your $1,400, you would just go and file your taxes. You should have gotten it automatically. The Social Security Administration was supposed to tell the IRS to send it to y'all, but if you didn't, just file your taxes. Okay. It says Cash App also has learn options too. What you mean by learn options? Explain. Look, enlighten me, honey, because we are here to share this information. You said in mean loan. I don't know what that means, Miss Val. Can help me out? I'm a little stuck on that one. Says, so if your loan was forgiven, you still have to pay it back? Absolutely, especially if it was fraudulent. Fraudulent activity has no expiration date. Well, in this case, it has a 10-year expiration date. So it doesn't matter if you got it forgiven yesterday. If they come back and say that loan is wrong, you got it fraudulently, illegally, you have to pay. Well, let me not say pay it back. Some people ain't going to pay it back. Some folks are just going to prison. Okay, some people going to prison. Some people have paid it back. Some people got a little bit of time in parole. I mean, I've seen lots of different things. It all depends. And one thing I did not mention, included in this PPP thing is also unemployment. Unemployment, the EIDL grant, EIDL loan, PPP loan, and any program that your state gave that was used with the COVID CARES Act funds. Okay. And y'all know for all of 20 and 2021, they was rocking. Everything was paid with COVID funds. So if y'all in Florida and y'all did the rental thing, what's the rental thing, y'all, in Florida? If y'all did that and that ain't right, they coming. Did y'all see the guy that won the lotto? He won $5,000 on the scratch off. And as soon as he went to go pick up his check, the state had already took his money. They did. Absolutely. They put a lien on him. They can put a lien on y'all. If you got SBA and you don't pay, they put a lien on your business, especially if you got more than 25,000. So the amount of the loan pays it plays a big part in the prosecution time. Okay, a lot of people are getting stuck with unemployment benefits. Why? Because a lot of people got a lot of money from that, and it's state, and the state wants their money back ASAP. Okay, the federal government been slow letting people slide, but the states are steady convicting people for unemployment. And most people who did unemployment fraud did all the rest of them. So you know what? They just get you all in one time, and they put it all together and give you all that time. So please. I don't even know what to say other than go hug on your loved ones because you might not see them. Okay. Let's see. Darren says we can claim for a parent in nursing home. So if a parent is in nursing home, you need to check with the nursing home to see if the nursing home got that money. If the nursing home did not, then yes, you can claim it. But most people don't claim individuals who live in a nursing home because the nursing home gets their return. That's a part of living there, okay? A part of your benefits. So check that out, Darylyn, before I tell you to go out there and do it, because I don't want you to have to amend your taxes or anything like that first. But see if the nursing home got the money for the person in the nursing home before you file. So the tax class is for business owners or anybody. It's for anybody. There are simple things that even business owners just don't prepare for. Hell, how many business owners file business taxes that don't even have an EIN? Or how many business owners are always filing with their on their personal taxes instead of filing separate so that your business can show that they made some income, especially if you have an LLC. So these are some of the questions that I'm going to ask in order for me to know where to start with everybody. Okay, most of y'all know your filing category. Okay, you're single, married, head of household. But what some of y'all don't know, because y'all been doing it any kind of way, is that normally I'll give y'all an example. Y'all got 2 people claiming head of household. How is that possible? But you think because you use a different address that that's good to go. But do we know anybody else that used that address? You think it because you and your husband or whomever aren't using it. So there are a lot of little games. And so because I see a lot of it, that's why I like to teach, because I'm going to talk from a real standpoint, from the lies that people be doing, from some of how we try to, we try to skirt, we try to go around the corner, we try to do things. So we're just going to talk about that in our own private setting, not online, so that we can find out the right way to do things. Now, whatever you do after that is completely on you, but you can't ever say that you were not told. Okay. Shamika said, so hi, Shamika, good to know you, and you service state to state in New Jersey. Yeah, any place. It doesn't even matter. Taxes are federal. Your state taxes, they vary differently, but for the most part, y'all not having problems with y'all state tax. State tax are usually very easy. It's your federal taxes that's going to get y'all messed up. And before, let me say this now too. Be prepared for taxes to be slow next tax season. I don't like people to rush out and file their taxes because laws change. Okay. So I don't want y'all to rush out in January, but I definitely want y'all to be dead set on February and March to get those taxes done. I don't want you, especially y'all with children, do not rush out and file your taxes because you're trying to get a pre-act. And if you don't know what that is for those of you that get paid, that you get the cash advance. Do not rush out and get a cash advance before the laws are finalized. Just like this year, laws were still changing for taxes during tax season. So I never rush to file. Why? Because some of y'all could be leaving money on the table and end up having to do an amendment. Or some of y'all do it too soon and then things change and now your tax is going to be held up. So wait until all the rules have come in and then file and get your taxes and get out. Okay. But you're definitely going to be waiting. So if anybody think they're going to be late this year, next year, please don't. That's why I want y'all to take this class. Please do not. So we got to get y'all addresses and stuff done. Let's get that stuff done now. Hey, Miss Gail, how are we? It says, are we going to get the 450 for Florida? If you did not get your 450 for Florida already, you are probably not going to get it. They are not. I have not seen anybody else say they are getting any more checks. I could be wrong, but if you want to double check to see if you're on the list, just call DCF, Department of Children, Families, and see if you're on the list. A lot of people are not on the list. Now, are y'all noticing that a lot of these rules are just coming out and y'all just finding out about them? Nobody's talking about them in the meeting. The news isn't talking about it anywhere. How many people even knew that Joe Biden was going to do this? And did y'all know that this bill was just presented in March? It's damn August. That's the fastest bill that has ever become law I have ever seen. 5 damn months. That's telling y'all they are gunning. And how are they going to do it? With the help of those 87,000 IRS employees that they're bringing on. Okay? They're definitely trying. I'm just saying, I just feel like they're trying to trap people. Okay? That's just me. Discharge form is what you better. How many years ago it was for that floor? Amina, I don't know what you mean. How do you find money to buy equipment for your business? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to tell you that in a minute. Says, I want to take your class and start my own tax business. Absolutely, Allure. If you want to, if you could take the class, the $25 Zoom class, so that you can see how people struggle through taxes, is very important to know, especially if you're going to be a tax business owner. And this for anybody. If you want to start your tax business, please take the class. I will give you $25 off when you buy the software. But you need to see how taxes look from the customer perspective versus you being the tax owner, because you will be surprised of who comes down and sit in front of you and don't know jack. You, as the tax preparer, you are supposed to interview and gather that type of information so you know what level the person you're talking to is on. Okay? Why? Because we're going to get a lot of stuff thrown at us continuously. Okay? So, and I'm going to ask y'all a couple questions. How many of y'all have worked out who's going to claim what child next year? Okay, now we're not getting the advanced child tax credit checks, but you still are going to get the $3,000 credit. Or are we still going to be fighting over that? Have y'all determined that? How many of y'all have updated y'all addresses with the IRS? Y'all know how slow they are. You see how far they're running behind. So I just want to know how many people have done that. Let's see. Y'all asking questions. Okay. What is the name of the application for the school closing? Borrower's defense. BORROWER. Borrower's defense. That is the application for individuals whose schools are closing down, and a lot of them are. If you paid loans or paid money on your loans, you need both. You need the borrower's defense to discharge the loan. You need the closed school loan discharge to get your money back for the money you paid on the loans. Okay. The government has until 2025. That's a long time to wait on them when you can do it yourself if you choose. You don't have to, but if you need help, hit me up. Okay. I charge $75 to do the borrower's defense, and I charge $25 to do the closed school loan discharge. Okay. I'm just gonna keep running down while y'all ask me the questions. I'm just some stuff that is going on. Now I don't know how many of y'all in here go to church. I hope that y'all do, but please tell your pastor, prophet, bishop, or whatever they call, that if they are not keeping it on the up and up and following the IRS with their 501c3 rules, that the IRS has now they've been had this form, but it is now in the forefront because people are now calling in on churches. So if you up in your church talking about vote for this person and vote, and God ain't said none of that. Okay. So if that is what you're doing, you are wrong. And a lot of y'all don't know this, but if you have a nonprofit, and this is for people who don't have a church, if you have a nonprofit, a 501c3, you are not allowed to engage in political activities, meaning you cannot pick or choose or support either person. You are neutral. Why? Because the government is giving you a tax, no income tax status. So a part of that, having that no income tax status, is you have to keep your mouth quiet and you vote for whoever you want to, and you let your people, parishioners, or your grant folks, let them pick who they're gonna pick. And I am starting to see, y'all know I stay reading the news. It is so many churches that have been turned in. I am just laughing over here because I can't believe some of these people have been staying on the nonprofit status this long. But I'm just letting you know, if you have one, you do need to watch this, because this will take your benefit away, and you need the 501c3, especially when you're trying to get that money. That doggone not having to pay taxes is great. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. Somebody asked about getting money for the business. I'm going to answer that. It says, my husband is in prison. He didn't get any stimulus. Well, honey, if your husband is in prison, you need to contact me, because I have done so many people in prison and gotten them their money. I don't know why they haven't gotten their money. And I'm going to keep stressing, love on these loved ones who's locked up, because some folks going to be locked up soon for the PPP. Okay. So if we got to look out for the ones who are in there for other stuff, we got to look out for the ones who are in there for this stuff too. Okay. So if your husband didn't get it, hit me up. Let me see. Please, if y'all have any questions, ask them before we go. April says, who qualifies for the 450? All I know for the 450 is you have to be receiving cash assistance and another form of assistance from the government in order to be eligible. That is what Florida says. Now, every other state could be different, but I know Florida, no other state is giving 450 but Florida, but that is what Florida requires. All right. It says, what if your business didn't file, if your business didn't make any money? Now, if your business didn't make any money, no, you don't need to file. No, I'm talking about people who business, they put down that their business made money, but then they turn around and wrote off all the sales. If I made $10,000 in sales, but I had $30,000 in expenses, and I'm doing that first year, second year, third year, fourth. I need to quit. Because when am I going to make any money? Well, the point of having a business is to make money, not because you don't want to pay taxes on your on your income taxes. That is where the teaching of brown and black people have to change, because we got this thing all twisted. Okay, if you learn how taxes really work, like I said, taxes or learning taxes is the key to wealth. One of them. One of the very important keys, okay? And you can't be wealthy if your money going to everybody. So taxes has to be a part of it, because that's how you keep the money in your pocket. All right? All right, let me keep going. And I will answer that question about the business. My dad didn't get his stimulus either. Do I write you on TikTok? Please send me a message. You can send me a message on IG. I don't like TikTok because they don't always give me the messages. You can also send me an email. My email is in there too. I get tons of emails from y'all. I appreciate y'all reaching out. How many of y'all listened to me when I did the video on charity care? I'm talking about it now before we go, because this is probably one of the most important things that I'm going to say besides this PPP. Charity care. That is what we talked about last Monday. Y'all asked me for the name of the program that you can use to wipe off your medical bills. I just told you, charity care. Somebody write it down. What you do with charity care. This is how the program works. According to the Affordable Care Act, better known as Obamacare, charity care has to be offered to all individuals who go into the hospital. Why? Because we don't know what your level of income is when you come into the hospital. Now, if you have insurance, cool. You and your bills are paid through that, that's cool. If you got Medicare, Medicaid, and some of your bills are paid, or some or all of them were supposed to be paid and they didn't get paid because your medical coverage didn't do it, remember, if you're on Medicaid or some type of government assistance, you are usually low income, which means you can use the program Charity Care. All you do is call the billing department at the hospital and say, I am customer so-and-so. I have unpaid bills. My income is low. Do you offer charity care? They have to say yes, especially if they are a hospital that is nonprofit. Very easy to look them up to see. But majority of hospitals have a nonprofit portion to it. So they have to offer charity care. Now, with charity care, they will probably ask you for your taxes, probably ask you for your check stubs. We don't know which one. Each hospital may have something different as far as requirements. Once they verify your income, if you are below the federal poverty line, okay? And the federal poverty line says anybody who makes $14,000 or less is broke. So if you are one of those people that's broke, then you should not have to pay any of your medical bills, whether that is newly acquired medical bills or old medical bills, meaning prior to Obamacare, okay? Prior to the Affordable Care Act. So you have no reason to keep medical bills on your credit if you are broke. Now, this is no shade. I'm using this so we can identify the different levels of people. Now, you may be medium income. You might not be broke, but you might be broke and B, but not the rest, okay? If that is you, then you may not get all of them wiped off. You may get a percentage of them wiped off. Charity care works by a sliding scale. So they will give you what you should get determined by your income level. So I don't want to hear, I can't get no house because I got all these medical bills. I don't want to hear it. Unless you got a lot of money, you got a great job, you're making over 50,000. Anybody other than that, I don't want to hear it, because they got programs. They have programs for y'all. Y'all asked me, I went and looked it up, and I did so good, I made a video on YouTube that goes into all of it. So if you want more information, just go and check your girl out, okay? All right, somebody said my son was over 18, he didn't get it. If your son filed for taxes, sorry, somebody call him. If your son filed for taxes on his own, then he can get it. If he filed taxes under you and you didn't do it, you still should have got it. When I hear somebody say a kid didn't get it, I get a little concerned. But if you want to know for sure, hit me up and I will be able to answer your question. It says, because they're saying he needs a pen. Oh, very easy. Now, let me tell y'all something that I don't tell a lot of people, but I'm going to put it out to y'all. I have the bat number. Y'all know how in Batman had the bat phone? Well, I have the bat phone for the IRS, okay? Now, I can call and get through the IRS within 10 minutes. Y'all can't do that, but I can. Why? Because it's a service that I actually paid for. Now, if anybody wants to use what I call my bat phone, you need to get through to the IRS, you can use my service. I charge, not a lot, but I will let you use my service, my time, to skip the line. We can call as early as 7:30 all the way to 4:30, and you will not wait more than 10 minutes to get somebody on the phone. Okay, guaranteed, or you get your money back. Okay, but it says that when you first call, how long you're gonna have to wait. Okay, so if your son needs a pen, a lot of people are not getting any money because they don't have the pen. The easiest thing for me to tell you to do, honey, is to go to your local IRS office, take your identification and your last year's tax return, and take him up there and let them do the verification, and they will give him his pen right there. If not, you will have to be on the call, and they'll try to verify you over the phone and give it to you and then send it in the mail. It's just easier to go to the local office. No, you cannot pull up. You need to set an appointment, but they will help you with that situation. It's a lot of people whose checks are held up. And guess what? Now, y'all see how she did not get that check for her son? She will be somebody that needs to be in my tax class. Why? Because she needed to know that information. Why? Because when next year goes around, guess what happened? They're not going to give you that money either. And the IRS will continuously hold all your refunds until you identify yourself. So if somebody is in prison and you're going back and you're doing years of tax filing for them, they're going to hold that money. Okay, because they need to verify who that person is. The same if that person's not locked up. So these are things that y'all need to know. This is why you're not getting what you're supposed to. Okay, which is why I tell y'all to be here with me on Mondays. It says, do you help with K1 and inherited IRA knowledge? Some. I do have a mentor who's also my teacher, that if I can't answer something, I definitely take it right to him. So I will not leave you without an answer. I definitely will get one, because that's just how your girl roll. All right. Some people are given the option to borrow money from Cash App. Oh, thank you. Yes, you can borrow money from any payment merchant that you use. Cash App, PayPal, Square, any of them. If you use their platform, QuickBooks, they will allow you to borrow. That's great. Y'all know I'm over my 8 o'clock, but I'm going to get to it. So if they allow you to borrow money and you can get it, great. But remember, you need to make sure that the business, now Cash App may be a little bit more lenient, but QuickBooks and Square and some of these other places, when you go to borrow, if you don't have if you have a job in there that they don't like, say you're a tarot card reader, say you're a credit repair person, if they don't like the job that you do, they can close your whole account down. And if they can just say they don't want to do business with you anymore, and they're not wrong. It's in the fine print. Now, I don't mind nobody getting any money from those places. I just want y'all to think about that, because sometimes that's when they go and look and you get exposed, because now you're trying to borrow money from them. Before, you were just using them to hold your money, but now you're trying to borrow money. Make sure that your business is right, because if you're doing something that they don't like, they will shut you down, and all because you went to get a loan, you got exposed. All right, I'm telling you this because I done done it myself. Okay. Soon medical bills will not count toward purchasing a home. Hey, Miss Diane. So you know what? Medical bills do affect your debt to income ratio, but she is right. Soon they will not play a factor. But guess what? That is just for homes. It's still gonna mess up your credit if your credit ain't right. So whether medical bills affect you buying a house or not, I don't care, because some of y'all probably will never get a house, and that's okay, and not everybody needs one, but you need good credit. Yes, you do. Okay, so yes, Miss Diana was right. This will not matter at all soon. Medical bills will not stop you from getting a house, but it will affect your score. So make sure you take care of that. Hey, Putrell says, my godson needs that number. Putrell, I can't hand out the number. I will do a 3-way conference call and get off the phone and let you talk to him. I can't give it out because I pay for that. But hit me up, Butrell. We talk all the time. It says, how will we know if they're looking at you for fraud? You won't know until you are contacted. Okay, there's really not a way to know unless you have friends that they actually go and talk to and come around and start asking questions about you. Now, you can ask your closest friends, hey, girl, if anybody come around asking questions, let me know. But if you're being investigated for fraud, whether that's from the IRS, from the post office, Homeland Security, whomever it is, you won't know until it's that time. This is not the state police, unfortunately. Okay. Sorry that it's freezing. It says, what if your business, what is your business didn't make any money? Do you file and how? If you didn't make any money, you don't need to file. That's fine. If you didn't make any money, that's okay. I'm not encouraging people to lie, but what I am encouraging people to do is to file and to learn to start to separate the two so that your business can show income and not just always on your personal taxes. That is two different things. Hey, Shamika, how do I join your tax class? Hit the link in the bio. My Stand store has my ebooks, has my classes, and it has where you can book a consultation because I know y'all be having questions. All right. And the last but not least, hold on. It says, can you get a 1099 CIF if you enter into a settlement? Absolutely. If you enter into a settlement or you get they're gonna give you a 1099. Yes, ma'am. So yes, you will get that. I don't know how much for, but you will get a 1099. And if you get a 1099, y'all, especially if y'all paid off any debt, you paid off credit card bills, and now you the company sends you one because you didn't pay all of it, you will have to claim that 1099 on your taxes. Now, remember, a lot of people haven't been doing it because IRS wasn't checking, but now they're going to check. Remember what I said last week. Make sure y'all go on the IRS website and please, please, please enroll and sign up. Get your login information so that you can go into your IRS portal to see what it says. I bet you there's forms turned in about you that you don't even know that's there. So please go and look into it, okay? And then my dad didn't get his stimulus. Do I write you? Yes, write me on either one. How do they know if you're auditing it? I'm not trying to give nobody anxiety. I'm not. I promise I'm not. Everybody got a little anxiety. This is just how it is. Okay. Now I see y'all asking a lot of questions. Let me get this one thing because she did ask this earlier. I'm only answering this because I told y'all 2 weeks ago that I got a government contract. And somebody asked about how do you get funded? And let me tell y'all, that is one thing that I am learning very, very quickly. Now, I'm always going to talk about credit, not because I like working with credit, which I do. And if you do need a credit consultation to look over your credit, we could do that. But I like talking about credit because it plays into everything. Did y'all know that when I just got this government contract, I was under the impression from classes that I took that, hey, all I got to do is walk into a bank and they're going to give me a loan. That ain't true, y'all. Some contracts allow that. But if you get a government contract, guess who has to foot the bill first? You. So it's great that you got a government contract. Yeah, the prison wants you to get them a whole bunch of boxes, a whole bunch of socks and t-shirts. Great. I'm so happy. You can make a lot of money doing that. But if you don't have the money to put out first to buy the inventory, to ship, you are going to be hurting. So the best thing I can tell any and everybody to do is make sure you got bank statements from your business account. Because if you can't get money from the bank, you will need to go to a hard money lender. Hard money lenders don't really necessarily care so much about your credit score, but they do care about the income because they need to know how they're going to get paid. If you don't want to do that, then you need to make sure you have good credit because you will need to go through the bank to get a loan so that you can pay this money up front so that you can fulfill this contract. Okay, so that's the easiest and best way. So if you can't do it the traditional way, then you need to go through a hard money lender to get the money. And there are several, okay? All right. Hey, Keisha. Siobhan said, what are the options for your credit cards being behind because you lost your job? If you do not have insurance on your credit cards for being unemployed, then your only options are, honey, and I'm going to just keep it real. Don't pay them fools. And you don't pay them when you don't have a job because your livelihood is way more important than a 30, 60, 90-day late payment. And after that, they ain't going to do nothing but charge it off. But I can promise you this, the credit card company ain't hurting, but you will. So if you lost your job, your credit card bill is not important, Siobhan. Or whomever this may be, tell that person they need to make sure they handle their priorities first. Credit cards come last. Because why? Because you can always manipulate your credit to do whatever you want it to do as long as you know what you are doing. Okay. And I'm not talking about no no fraud stuff. Okay, we just talk about adding trade lines, learning how to work with what you have. So so there really are no options. I would not tell you to get a loan or anything else, because if you lost your job, you don't have a way to pay them back. You can try to ask them for a grace period. They ain't gonna give it to you. They have rules that they have to go by. So if you can't pay them, buy a credit card and keep it going. All right. Y'all hitting me up tonight. Y'all know I usually never stay past 8 o'clock. Does that include an ambulance bill in California? Honey, that's in the Obamacare. That is all over any place. So if you got medical bills and you poor or broke, then I want to see y'all get these things off through charity care. How much is the tax class? It's $25. And it starts August 25th from 7 until 9. That way y'all home, y'all get y'all a drink, because some of y'all probably going to be stressed out. Get y'all something to smoke on. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about what you need. And I can use my trusty new board I got over there that I can't wait to teach a class on. So let's get ready. Perfectly Faucet, I just emailed you. I'm ready. I need my husband pen. He can't go. He in prison. Absolutely. We will talk. I will tell you what you need to do. You'll probably have to get power of attorney, because they will not talk to you when he's locked up. It says, I'm running late. What I missed. Tax class, August 25th, 7 to 9. Is there a way that I can find it if my mom had a will? Yes, you can go and check the county courthouse to see if she put one on file. If she did not, if she didn't have a safety deposit box, you might be without. But I would always check at the county courthouse. A lot of people do put those on file. I wish IRS would release my taxes. I'm still waiting. Girl, you and a whole lot of other people. I am so sorry. How can I find it if my mom? Okay, answer that. Is there anything you can do to avoid an audit? No. Audits happen to anybody, but I will tell you, poor people get audited 5 times as much as anybody else. So remember that group of broke I was talking about? I'm talking about those people, not just those. We're talking about the ones that's a little above them, and the ones that's a little above them, and the ones that's a little above them. But I can tell you who doesn't get audited. Anything that ends in air, millionaire, billionaire, they don't, okay? But everybody else does. Is the tax class in my bio? The tax class, I just put the link. I'll put it down here again for those who are on Facebook and YouTube, so y'all can have it, and I will put it in the story too. And how do you have services on a preparing to live in trust? Yes, I can absolutely help an individual with a living trust. Definitely need a trust, and we'll talk about that later. How do you apply for charity care? You don't apply. You just call the hospital and ask them, do they offer it, and then ask them, what do you have to do to apply for it for them? A good credit score is anything that is over 640 or 650 for me, because 620 will get you a car, 640 will get you in a house. Anything better than that is better than what a whole lot of other people have. Okay, so try to shoot for that. It says, am I talking about the course on Zoom? I'm talking about a lot of stuff, but we will talk about that course on Zoom. How do we get federal thing to sell the socks to the government? SAM.gov, SAM.gov. Go and look at all those contracts. If you want to get yourself into a federal contract, I was going to let that be my August class, but maybe I'll let September be my government class for anybody that wants to know how to get these contracts. Very easy. If you Black, you female, you definitely should get you some. If you're a veteran, you definitely should get you some. If you're a disabled veteran, you should get you some. Okay. Why? Because if you're LGBT or any person with some melanated skin, you are hot and they're giving you money. And if you live in a rural area, they're giving you money too. Okay. So I am going to go because it's over 8 o'clock. Please remember, if y'all need me, send me an email. Go to my YouTube, watch my videos. Make sure y'all sign up for my tax class. And remember, I'm here every Monday. Not to mention, I put 3 videos a week on YouTube. 3. Okay. So I'm dropping the gems a lot. And some of the stuff I'm dropping now, y'all need to be with, okay? I ain't gonna say why. We'll have to talk about that offline. Anyway, and no, they're not auditing everybody, but they damn sure finna come and get a whole bunch of us, okay? So if I see y'all in the audit line, just make sure we all say, hey, all right? So I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Monday. Take care, and I will talk to you all very, very soon and keep you posted. Please follow me on Facebook if you haven't, or Instagram, so that you can see the stories, because I try to post everything hot daily. Okay? Bye. See y'all.